the interesting perspective shift that occurs when you take a look at confidence, not in a very definitive way as to whether you have it or you don't, because I would associate with the fact that I have it, not that I don't. So if I heard somebody else say, oh, we need to work on your confidence, I think that I would be offended, and I'm quite sure that I am when talking with some of the people in my mastermind group and I tell them about the fact that I don't like filming video, or I love filming video, but I haven't yet gotten extremely comfortable in front of the camera, that they say, oh, well, you need to work on your confidence. And my response to that is an immediate objection. It immediately shows up. And I don't think that that's that dissimilar for most of us. But to look at confidence instead as a commodity, that it is something that we absolutely have. We've got a ton of it, but we place it in the wrong things at times. And so it's situational. Depending upon the specific situation, our confidence level that is directed in ourself versus directed in the result netting out in a negative way or a positive way, or whatever our fears are all chiming in for, that our confidence is recruited into other places sometimes. So I work on my confidence on a constant basis because I'm interested in noticing, when does that happen? When does that happen? I've been a speaker for 25 years. I've stood in front of rooms of thousands of people and terrified at the beginning. At the beginning, terrified. Didn't even want to get up in front of a room full of 10 people. Really, really uncomfortable with the experience. But over 25 years and doing it every single day, all over the world, I'm now no longer nervous on stage. I still get the butterflies before I go on, which is fantastic. I had this incredible teacher and incredible speaker as well at the beginning of my career, and I asked him backstage, I said, Paul, do you ever lose the butterflies? Because he's so good. He connected with the entire audience and brought the house down every single time. And I wanted to one day learn how to be able to have as much of an impact and be accurate with an audience as he was. And I'm backstage terrified before one of my first really big speaking engagements. And he said to me, Michelle, no, you never lose the butterflies, but that's a good thing. The butterflies mean you care. They make sure you're paying attention. But in time, you will learn how to teach them how to fly in formation. And for me, that was the best advice I think anybody could ever have given me, because it made sense. It was an understanding of the fact that we're not looking to eliminate this fear. That's not the goal. Feeling the fear is not failure. Feeling the fear is success, because it means you care. What an incredible perspective. What a freeing moment for me. Walking on stage with these butterflies, feeling as though I was now bringing a flock to the stage. And eventually I was going to learn how to lead them too. And so even with all of that experience, public speaking, not being nervous on any stage, when I started to have to make video and had to stand in front of the camera, I am not even kidding that for the first 2 weeks, I had a staring contest with the video camera and was completely incapable of being myself because it was just so foreign to me. So at that time, I was doing all of my confidence practices like a rain dance. I would jump around listening to positive music right before I had to do my filming. I had messages all over the place. I had messages saying that you can do this on video. All of these tiny little ingredients, I worked the system that I've learned to work when it comes to being able to maintain a high level of confidence in the right things, even when in that circumstance it starts to have you believing in the wrong things per se for a short period of time. So my view on this is that none of us are immune. The challenge is I have a lot of girlfriends that I know that people that they know don't come out as often. We have people in our lives that we know turn down social engagements. We have people in our lives that we know are still working at a job that they don't like because they don't have the confidence to be able to do the things they have to do to develop the skills they would need to develop to be able to make the next move that they would be able to make. We're allowing ourselves to be restricted, and we don't have to. There are a lot of components at play. That's absolutely true. But the influence that we need, we have. And it's a matter of seeing it that way. And then it's a matter of proving that that's the truth. Then you start to have a different relationship with navigating. You start to have a different relationship with what opportunities are available to you in your life. And you start to see things as possibilities as opposed to limitations. So learning how to have a relationship with a continuous and constant confidence building practice in your own life is something that I don't know how to live without. Now, does that again mean to say that I think that I'm not a confident person? Hell no. But a confidence kickstart every single month? Hell yeah, I'll take one. We've designed a program. It's a 7-day challenge. It's a sequence of activities that we do every single day for 7 days. So we follow the Instant Confidence Guide every single day for 7 days. On top of that, we have very specific activities that we are going to do each day for the 7 days. We make it intentional that you put yourself first on the first. So for 7 days, you are just as important as anybody else in your life. And that every single time that you hear the day, the first thing you think about is being good to you before you think about anything else. That's the reprogramming that this program's entire goal is encompassed by. I invite you to join us. I invite you to join in to the challenge to put yourself first on the first. The only person that I am interested in being sold on is me. It's the only person that I need to believe in without a shadow of a doubt. My goal for any of you is that if there's one person that you're going to be sold on as well, it's you. I am never going to try to sell you on me, but I am going to do my best to sell you on you. Join the Confidence Kickstart program. We could have some fun.